Guys, we're back with week 7. Lucky 7. Burt Jones. Magikowski. Who else wore 7? I don't know. We had an awesome start to this season with BetMGM. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, we got a special offer for just our listeners. Sign up for a new account and use bonus code BURR, B-U-R-R, and you'll get a $50 free bet just for signing up. That's right. You don't even need to make a deposit to get in on the action. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code BURR and you'll get a $50 free bet to use for this week's games. All right, everybody. Usually Paul Virzi starts this segment, but I know that this man is walking wounded right now. He's taking a sip. He knows it's coming. Each week we pick four teams, and Jesus Christ, Paul.
Yeah.
To pick 4 in a row and to win them all is the unimaginable. You carried off the field like you just won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And then there's the other side, Paul. It's the universe. The universe has to balance itself. The 0-4, which is known as the unforgivable. Like you can't go home for the holidays. And you, Paul Virzi.
I did it.
Last week, didn't pick one loser. You picked 4 in a row. You went Detroit Lions on us. You had a winless.
And you know something? You, at the end of last week's segment, you said this. You go, and I don't believe in jinx, but I said to you, I go, Bill,
he's going to blame me.
No. I'm not going to blame you. But I just said, I go, dude, you were actually giving me a compliment. You go, Paul, you went 3-1 back-to-back weeks. You're crushing this. And I said, and Andrew could play it back. I go, oh, dude, I could easily go 0-4. And that cocksucker, those Steelers, oh, dude, it hurt. And to make it even worse, it went to overtime. So I hung on to a chance. Until the end and then stayed up and went to bed with the unforgivable under my belt. And
do you know how bad I wanted to text you when you lost that last one? Oh, Vegas is so good. I stopped myself from doing that. You could have. I didn't want to do that to you, Paul. I knew you were hurting.
The 5 points.
You know what it is about this, Paul? You might disagree, but this means more to you than it does to me. There's something about you, Paul. Paul, I've never met a guy when it comes to sports. You can see it in your body language. Your face is just twisting up. You want to be right about sports like nobody I've ever met. You want credit. I mean, you screamed at me for years about how you predicted about Robinson Cano in his first at bat that he was going to be a Hall of Famer. You kept yelling at me that you said this shit, and I wasn't there, and there was no way to confirm it. And you just wanted me to believe it for years until he got busted doing steroids, and then you just slowly walked away.
No, that was so bad. He broke my heart twice. That fucking guy broke my heart twice. He leaves the Yankees to take that fucking ridiculous contract in Seattle, and that broke my heart. And then come to find out he starts cheating, or he's cheating, or was cheating.
Yeah, don't fucking kick it down the road now, Paul.
Yeah. I mean,
starts cheating. All you fucking Yankee fans. Oh, we're going to kick your ass. We're going to kick your ass. And then you fucking lose. Oh, I'm not into baseball. Oh, Andy Pettit only did roids because he loved Jesus and wanted to get closer to him. You guys got all the excuses in the book.
What happened? Oh,
I'll tell you what was annoying last night was watching the Astros come back and score fucking like 90 runs in the 9th inning. And that Altuve guy fucking hits a home run, then has the nerve to kind of celebrate. He does something with like a bow and arrow. It's like, how come you weren't banging on a trash can, you fucking little cunt?
Yeah.
I like how he's all right again. It's kind of like when fucking A-Rod got busted for steroids and everybody gave him shit, and then all of a sudden he hits his 600th home run. They're like, where do we put this guy? So historically,
where did
just like, what is the guy?
Where did you end up, Bill? I didn't even know your record.
I was 2-2, Paul. I picked up 2 games on you because the fucking Buffalo Bills didn't cover, Paul. How does that happen?
Dude, that
the sun comes up, the sun goes down, and the Buffalo Bills cover in 2021, and all of a sudden they went down there. I felt kind of bad as a Patriots fan rooting against Mike Vrabel. And you know what? Mike Vrabel fucking made me pay for it. Not only did the Bills not cover, the Titans won the game. And Jacksonville did this past week, what I said they were going to do the week before when you said they were fucking done. They fucking beat the Dolphins. And then the Raiders did this week what I thought Jacksonville was going to do last week, and they fucking won. So there goes another theory. Oh, Paul, we also had a guy write in saying that my theory about divisional rivalries being close and betting the underdog was better, and he debunked your... He debunked you're a good team coming home. He debunked it, and you got upset.
No. Listen, you want to sit here and trash me for going 0-4, the unforgivable? I'll take that.
Don't act like you need my approval for that. That's what happened. I'm just saying what happened.
No. I'll take that all day. Is what
you have to take that all day. Don't act like that's something you fucking have an option of taking.
Okay, but fine. That's totally
fine. Abusive, Paul. Very abusive behavior.
But this fucking guy going and said the theory of a team who lost on the road going home was 49.8%. That's not what the fuck I said. What I said was my theory is a good over 500 team that loses a heartbreaker on the road and comes home is going to. So what is that going to mean?
That's not what you said on the podcast, though.
But of course it is. They could play it back.
It isn't. You didn't ever said an over 500 team.
No,
this is you after the fact.
Team. No. I said a good team.
Whittling the thing. I'm telling you, Paul, this stats nerd went out there. No. Well, here's the thing, Paul. My theory, you don't have to fucking put a bunch of bells and whistles on it to still make it look true.
But then it's not a theory.
Okay. What do you mean it's not a theory?
No.
He looked it up, and mine was better than yours, and now you're a good team.
No.
Over 500.
No. I've always said a good team.
They play on a Thursday, and it's outside.
I've always said a good team. I've always said a good team. So fuck him and fuck you. I've always said a good team.
Paul, let me
yes, I have. You could go back to it. I've always said a good team on the road. I didn't say the Jacksonville Jaguars losing on the road.
But now you just said a good team, but you said over 500. You started putting all these, fucking curb finders on your thing there, Paul.
A good team is 500 to me or better. But I did not say if the Jacksonville Jaguars lose on the road, they're going to come home and win.
A good team is not 500 or better. A good team is like fucking, 8-2.
What? But I'm talking about a team that's going to come home and probably win the game or should win the game. That's my theory. I'm not saying a shitty team. So
what you're basically doing, Paul, is you're stating the obvious. You're saying if somebody's like a fucking really 500 team's a good team?
I'm saying that a 500 or above team after a heartbreaker on the road coming
500
home,
team's not a good team, Paul.
A 500 team's not a losing team.
A 500 team, you get fired as a coach.
Depends what year, but yeah, but it's not a bad
But
team.
Paul, year after year, if you're going fucking 8-8.
Here's the thing, dude. I know, Andrew. I know we got to wrap it up, but here's the thing.
No, Paul. What is a good team? What's their record for the year?
I think a 9-7 or a 10-6 team is a good team.
I'd say that's a decent team.
Okay, but nowhere in my theory did I say a bad team is going to come home and win.
I know, but Paul, then aren't you just stating the obvious? That if a team that's going to go 11-5 lost on the road, they're coming home. I'm betting on them. I mean, is that a really wild thought?
No, but it's a theory to win money.
No, Jesus Christ, Paul, I got one for you. A team with a franchise quarterback versus a bum ass quarterback coming home is going to win that game.
Are they? But that I'm saying cover. My theory is
that's what I mean. All of this shit is about gambling.
It's about gambling. So,
hey, Paul.
He put his little fucking, Paul's theory is 0.2% under 50%. Fuck that. And no offense
Paul,
to the guy. I'm glad you're a fan.
No. I'm just fucking with you, Paul.
Yeah, and I don't want that guy to
I just wanted to show the listeners how bad you want to be right. Do you think Paul, was just one guy.
And listen, I don't want that guy to be
mad. He could have just made that all up. Why did you get so, what is it about sports, Paul, that makes you want to be so right?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good. You know what?
I just
That's
heard all the pain in your childhood. You just go,
dude. Yeah. I mean, if I wasn't having a bad enough fucking week.
All right, I'll stop fucking with you. That got more heated than I wanted it to be. Let's do our picks for this week, Paul.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a big fan of charity, so I'm going to let you go first.
No, it's odd week. I go first anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you. Paul, listen, I should have picked up at least 3 games. I only picked up 2 games. I had you right where I wanted you, and I'm still looking up at you, Paul.
I think I'm 13 and 11. I mean, 11 and 13 now.
I think you know exactly what you are.
No, I'm brutal. It's brutal. All right. So my first pick this week. Yeah, Andrew, scroll because I thought there was one. Yeah.
Sounds like you didn't do your homework, dude.
No, I did my homework.
These rolling right off your tongue.
My pick this week is the Thursday night game. What's the Thursday night game? I remember seeing it there. Yes. I'm going back to the Cleveland Browns. Even though they have not done right by me. I'm going to take them to win by a field goal tomorrow at home against Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
All right. I like the Raiders. -3.5 at home versus the Eagles. Now, the Eagles are playing better than people thought they were going to play, but at the end of the day, they are the Eagles, and they played good last week, so I think they're going to shit the bed this week. I like the Raiders at home, giving 3.5 to those dirty birds out there in Philly.
Okay. For my second pick, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans after that Buffalo Bills win. I think they're flying high. I think that's a game that lets them know that they can be a team that can really, really make a run in the AFC. And listen, the Kansas City Chiefs don't stink because of Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs stink because their defense, as far as I'm concerned, and not stink. I know that they're like not a bad team, but I think
they're like a 500 team, Paul.
They're like a 500 team.
They're a good team.
They're going to lose to the Tennessee Titans at home. Tennessee's at home getting points. I love it.
All right. I like Joe Burrow, Cincy, getting 6.5. Versus the Baltimore Ravens, who had a big win last week. Everybody's talking about their defense and dancing all the fucking around and all of that. And I think Joe Burrow's going to go in there. He's going to handle himself. He's going to be a gentleman about it. And they're not going to lose by more than 6.5.
All right. My third pick.
No comment or nothing on that. Paul just goes, all right, I think thinks that they're going to lose. They're going into Baltimore, Paul. Paul, there's a lot of giant spreads out there, so I know you're excited this week.
I'll go head to head with you on that and take the Ravens.
You take the Ravens. Well, Paul, I don't like that because you have yet to beat me head to head.
We've had 2 and you're 2-0, I believe. Right?
And have you won one?
No, I said you're 2-0.
But you had to clarify that.
Because you said I've yet to beat you as if there's a huge number.
Which is true though, Paul.
Yeah, well, there's 2 games.
You have yet to beat me head to head.
I have yet to beat you head to head. Yes, that is correct.
Paul, you were the easiest mark this week. I don't know what you taking every bait I'm giving you. All right, I like the Chicago Bears. The Bears getting 12.5 versus the Bucks. I think the Bears stink. I don't think they stink that much. And I think, they're going to sort of dick around with them in the first half, and then the Bucks are going to beat them, but I don't think they beat them by more than the BetMGM spread of 12.5 points, Paul.
I like that. I don't really believe in the Bears either. My question is, do I go Packers or do I take the Lions? The hapless, winless Lions getting 15.5. That's a lot of points, but they really a lot of
points.
They stink. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field to beat the Washington football team by 10.
I like that pick. I would have actually, I like betting on Los Angeles teams because I think guys go out there and they start banging starlets during the week when they're supposed to be practicing. So maybe that gives you that.
I like that theory.
That's not even a theory. The amount of times I watched the Bruins and then the Celtics come out here and lose to the fucking Clippers or the Anaheim Ducks when they stunk or the Kings when they stunk because they're out here banging, Betty Bushface up in the Hollywood Hills instead of practicing. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. The 49ers -4.5 playing the formerly known as the Baltimore Colts, leaving in the middle of the night like a country song out to Indianapolis. Over them, the BetMGM line -4. 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo. I hope he's playing. I haven't even looked it up. Going in there, they're going to win by 4. That's what I'm hoping, Paul.
You know what? Both of us stayed away from the Arizona Cardinals, and look at that line. Holy shit, dude.
Because I already won on that bet.
Yeah,
I already had the Bills -17 against Houston, and they won 40-0. And I am smart enough to not go back again, Paul, and to give that money right back. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that right in my little shirt pocket, Paul.
Are the Texans that bad?
What's a bad team to you, Paul?
I'm sticking with
7-9. At this point, it's 7-10, dude.
No, 9-7. I said.
Paul, they play 17 games now, which is hilarious to me because all they talked about was that CTE and how they give a shit about players and how they're making them play an extra game.
Yeah. I
figured if we brain damaged them quicker. All right. Well, there you go, people. That is it. Paul, I got to hand it to you. You took it like a man.
And you know what? I got to say this. Let me say this before we get out of here. I know we got to get out of here.
You're talking a lot for a guy that went 0-4 last week, but go ahead.
Done and wrong with the New York Giants. The New York Giants fucking stink. And you know something with the stuff that they did with defense, with the fucking, the running game coming back. And you know what? And somebody called out, somebody goes, I'm sick of their coach acting like, well, we're going to make a team the team's proud of. We're going to make the fans, it's like you guys fucking stink. The defense stinks. Daniel Jones is in the game 38-3 after coming back from a concussion, and they fucking did a quarterback sneak. That's grounds for fucking firing right there. The kid shouldn't have been on the fucking field. All right. And he's wobbling and looks like he's going to throw up and faint 7 days prior. And then you put him in a game and you keep him during a beatdown. As much as I hate to say this, I was really fucking wrong about the Giants, and it's very disappointing. There we go.
Monday night special, Paul. What would
Geno Smith stinks. Geno Smith stinks. I love the Saints, but it is in Seattle, so I don't know.
And they actually played a close game. They covered last week, Paul. Sneaky Pete. You never know what Sneaky Pete's going to do.
You want to take the points?
Yeah, because I think they overachieved last week as far as scoring. Who's that great running back they got?
Who's this? What's his name? I don't know.
Number 40.
I forgot his name.
Kamara. Alvin Kamara.
Oh, you're talking about the Saints. Yeah. Alvin
Saints,
Kamara.
The Saints.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah. So I take the Saints. I think Kamara's going to score a touchdown. I think Jameson Winston's going to throw 2 TDs. Big day.
Jameis Winston, 2 TV.
Let's say 1. We'll say 1.
And you're going to take.
Usually has a good defense.
You're going to take
that Bobby Womack.
You like the Saints to cover?
I like the Saints to cover. What about you? Oh, wait, they're going in given. What am I thinking?
You just made me think different because you said Sneaky Pete. They're going to be home. They're coming off a loss. Oh, there you go, Bill. They're coming off a loss, going home.
I think they overachieved, though. Russell Wilson wasn't playing.
That's the thing, dude. With Geno Smith, it could either be a disaster. That's a tough one.
And they also came in. I don't know. I think they're a little schizo this week. This year, I think Seattle. They're not solid. They don't have their QB. I think whatever they did last week, the Saints are going to look at it. The Saints have a great coach. I think they cover.
All right. So we'll take Saints. We'll take Jameis Winston to throw a touchdown.
Touchdown.
One.
Jesus, Paul. Don't jinx
And then what
us.
are we going to do? Geno Smith to throw an interception?
No, that Alvin Kamara to score a touchdown.
Okay.
Can you? I'm just going Saints. The Saints come marching in Seattle, Paul.
All right.
Oh, when those Saints cover that bet, you put the money in a Corvette. All right. Let's do the outro.
Right.
Outro offer. Sign up for a new account and use the bonus code Burr, B-U-R-R, and you'll get a $50 free bet just for signing up. That's right. You don't even need to make a deposit to get in on the action, baby. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? Use bonus code Burr, B-U-R-R, and you get a $50 free bet to use for this week's games.
You have to be 21 years of age or older to wager in Arizona, Colorado, D.C., Iowa, Indianapolis, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, or Wyoming only. New customer offer, paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 800-522-4700 for Colorado, D.C., Nevada, Wyoming, and Virginia. 800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan. 1-800-GAMBLER, Indianapolis, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Iowa. Call or text the Tennessee Red Line, 800-889-9789 for Tennessee, or call 888-777-9696 for Minnesota. Sports betting is void in Georgia, Hawaii, Ohio, and Utah, and other states were prohibited. Promotional offers not available in Nevada.